This week on Machinery Pete TV, Red Power fuels this Tarkio, Missouri sale with a Case IH Magnum 235 leading the way. A dealership has a rare opportunity to sell some rare tractors, and the story of a man and his John Deere A.
Your machinery is a serious investment and at the heart of every farming operation. Some call it a passion. We're Machinery Pete TV, and today we'll cover everything from auction roundups to the classics to the latest trends and technology. Machinery Pete, the most trusted name in farm equipment.
Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support. Sullivan Auctioneers. Let our team of professionals show you how to make your auction a success. Visit sullivanauctioneers.com. Hey folks, welcome to Machinery Pete TV, coming at you today from Tarkio, Missouri. And it's just a couple weeks before Christmas as we film the sale today. And that's fitting because we've got some real shiny presents for people here, some lucky buyers today. 3 awesome red tractors and some John Deere planting equipment, a little bit of red, a little bit of green. Before we watch these babies sell, let's throw it back to the studio, catch up on the latest farm equipment news.
Thanks, Greg. I'm Clinton Griffiths. Can China really buy $40 billion a year of U.S. ag products under the Phase 1 trade deal? It's been the big debate in the ag community, but China's top ag consultancy says it's possible. JCI telling Reuters, quote, most foreign media don't believe that China can fulfill the commitments, but as a Chinese consultant company on the agricultural market, JCI strongly believes that China has the ability and will fulfill its promise, end quote. In fact, it estimates the country can buy roughly $41.3 billion worth of U.S. farm products. The top import, soybeans, 45 million metric tons and more than $18 billion, a 34% increase over its top year of 2016. Almost $6 billion in what they're calling other products. $2 billion worth of both nuts and frozen pork, and several items in the $1 billion range, including sorghum, corn, cotton, and wheat. Before heading out on recess, Congress getting plenty of work done, including the House passing the USMCA and approving a new 2020 spending bill. Here's what Farm Bureau calls some of the big wins for ag in that bill. $1.5 billion in additional disaster aid, full funding of the Farmer and Rancher Stress Assistance Network, and retroactively extending the biodiesel tax credit through 2022 at $1 per gallon. That's it for news. Now let's check on some recent auction prices from around the country. Now back to Machinery Pete.
Well folks, good clean used loader tractors have been pretty hot the last couple years, and stay tuned, we're going to see if that trend holds on this 2012 Case IH Puma 160 with a loader and a 95-inch bucket, 1,863 hours on it. Hey folks, I'm here with owner Mike Murphy. Mike, I tell you what, you've got some awful clean machinery here.
Yeah, took me a while to get it cleaned up, but it's ready to go. Everything's looking good.
I understand that taking care and keeping your machinery clean has always been a big piece of how you farm.
Yeah, well, my wife claims I have OCD, and so I don't disagree with her.
What has that been like? You know, starting out young here and now retiring, how are you guys feeling?
Life is all about accumulating memories. We're just going to take a different path from here and go down a different road and collect a few different memories. Hoping we've had good memories up to now, and hopefully we can get some more.
Now the Puma, the 215, I don't see many of those around.
Right.
How long did you buy this new?
I bought it new. It's a 2011.
Okay.
I kind of wanted a shorter wheelbase tractor. I used it on the planter, and then I wanted to use it for other things, maybe for hay work.
Okay. Been a good tractor for you?
And yeah, it's a real nice tractor. I like that tractor.
65 down the bid, is what I had to fear now, right here now, 65 down the bid, down 7.5, 65 takes 6. 66,000. I'm up here down 6. I'm up here down 6. If you're bid on 6, there's a deluxe planting tractor. $66,000 bill. 65 down 6. 65 bid on security bid. Here security 6 here down 6. 65 down the bid. I'm here security bid. I'm here security bid. $66,000 bill. Now 7 2. 7 67. I'm 6 here now 7. Yep. 7 give it on here 7. Yep. 7 give it on here 7. Now 8. 68,000. Now you're here. You're gonna be here from 8 to 9. 9 to 9. What about 9? 69. I see here to be right here. $69,000 bill. Find the deal here, 9 to be here, 9. Yep, 9 to make her bring 70 plus. Find the deal here, good plan, what am I? 9 gonna be 69,000. Find 68, now 9, and 9, give it down to go to the 9 to the here, 9. 68 down to be on the 9, 68, 9. 9, give me 500, Bruce, one time, that'll help me. 68,005. 68,500. Find 68, thank you. Now 9, tweak my back up into the same way. 69,000. Find 68,5. Take 9. Yep, 9 to the 9 here to go to 69. I had 68.5. Take 9 to go to the 9. What about 9 to be to the 9 to the 9 to 9 69? I had 68,500. Internet's out too. Now 9 to the 9 to be to the 9 to the 9 here to go to 69. 68.5 to be to the 9 to the 9 to 9 69,000. 169,000. Gavels high. On 9 to the 9 to 9 to 9 69. Here I have sold the tractor for 68,500.
Well, 10 months ago, folks, right near where I live in southeast Minnesota, we saw a 2012 Case IH Puma 160 with no loader, just under 1,300 hours on it, sell for $76,000. Now, in today's auction here in northwest Missouri, we've got another 2012 Puma 160, but this one's got an L765 loader with a 95-inch dirt bucket, and it's got 1,863 hours.
Right here, behind 30, 100 to be around to 32, 1 to be 1 here, 1 to be 1 to be 1, 3 here to be 1, 3 here, 55, now money's on, but up here, by the bit of here, from 5 to the money. Even up here, now, by here to the right here, from 5 here, 60, now 5. I'm sitting here, take 5 to go up here, 5 here to go 65, 65, and now 70, 70, now 5, and now right here, now 80, 80 pound to be here to be 80, 80 pound to be here to be here to be here to be $8,000 bill. I'm to the 5, and now 80, 80 pound to be here to be here to be 75, now 80 here to go to the 5, 80,000 now. 5 new fire. 75 to bid up here to 85. 85 to bid up on my mind. Give me 2.5. 82 15. Now do it at 82.5. 82.5. 82 50. I 82.5 down 5. 85,000 now 750. 85 1 7 up here 7.5. It's 85 to bid up here 7.5. 85 7.5. 85 6. Get it back in Bruce. 86,000. 85 down 6. 85 on here 5 here 6 here 2 5 here 6. 85 down here 3 5 here 86 down dollar bill. 85 down here to bid up here 6. 85 down here to go 3 5 here 6 here. Now 7, 87 here now 8, here took it to be here 1 8, here took it to be here 8,000, here took it to be here 1 8, and 90 fire again 89 here, and 99 up 90, 90 here, but 90, yep 90 here, but 90 here, give me 90,000, give me 90 good, am I here 90, give me 90, but 90 1 to the mom, 91 and 2, here get a bit of 1 2, 91 and 2, I 91 and 2, get a bit of 1 2, 91 and 2, yep 91 and 2, 91 5, I'm 5 to be here, 91 5 sir, I'm 91 down to be here to the ground, 91 5 here to go here, 91 5, 91,500, 91,500, 91,500 I have sold the tractor for 91,000, going to a good home.
Here are a few more items that sold on today's sale.
I 30,000, take 500, 30,500, 30,500, 30,500, here to go here, 30,500. Sold to you for 30,000 even. Here I have my some mile for morning call. Internet's out. I'm running 5 here to go here. 5 here going once. 59.5 here going twice. I have sold 59,000 even. 89,000 to get a bit of head. I'm going to be 15 down to down a bit of half. Roll on out. I'm down to get a bit of head. I'm going to be here. I'm down to get a bit of half. Sold to you 9,000 even. Yep, I'm here over here. Over here. 28,500. 28,500. Man's on the phones out. 28,500 I have. 28,000 bucks sold it for 28,000. 15 here, 13 here, 13 here, 13 everything here. And then one more time here I have. Want to be on top for 13,000 I have. 13,000 going once, going twice. 13,000. Sold the trailer for 12,750.
To help achieve your personal best yield, try Delaro fungicide for corn and soybeans. Your next piece of equipment is on MachineryPete.com. Search equipment from dealerships across the country to find what you're looking for. Only on MachineryPete.com.
Hey folks, I'm here in Seneca, Kansas at Heritage Tractor with Roger Todd. Now Roger, you guys sold a pair of John Deere tractors not too long ago that were unbelievable. Why don't you tell us this story?
That's amazing, amazing. It belonged to a local farmer from Frankfort, Kansas. One was a 1992 4960, the other one was a 1971 4020. It was actually totally rebuilt by the John Deere factory in Moline. So it was a great experience, you know.
And they only did a limited number of 4020s?
Correct, only two.
Only two?
Right, this is one of two, yeah.
And so how many hours were on it, you know, total roughly, or since the restoration?
20.
20 hours. So the guy just didn't use it?
Didn't use it, no. He just liked to look at it and took it in a few parades, and that was basically it.
And the 4960, that was that two-wheeler or mechanical?
It was a mechanical front.
And how many hours on that one?
That had right at 1,013 hours on it.
Wow. What was the story? Why the low hours on that one?
Well, he bought that tractor in 1995, and he always wanted a bigger tractor. The biggest tractor he had before that was a 4240, and he was a small farmer, and he actually did education work at the local school, and he bought this tractor and just plowed with it, did a little bit of grain cart work, and just let it set. That's it.
Now you guys got them bought, and then you and our friend Kurt Miller, the youth director, did an amazing video. You guys sat and told a story about these tractors, and then how quickly did they both sell after that?
I think within 10 days they sold.
Were you you must have got a lot of phone calls.
A lot of phone calls, yeah.
Hey folks, welcome back to Tractor Tales. This week we're in West Texas, just outside of Lorenzo, Texas here, and we're with Marvin Schuff. And Marvin, this is your 1947 John Deere A. Why don't you tell us about it?
This tractor was gave to me about 3 years ago, and it had been set out. Water had got in the engine, and I brought it home, and my grandson said, "That's yard art, Granddad, just paint it and park it out there." And I said, "No, I'm gonna get it running." He told his dad, he said, "He'll never get that tractor running." But I've been around these all my life, and I knew I could. So I did. I had the block redone in the head. And the guy that gave it to me come over, he wanted to see it and drive it. And of course I let him, and he was really impressed.
Not every day we run across someone that gives someone a tractor. Was this a neighbor or just a friend?
Well, he remodeled houses, and I'd used him, and my daughter had used him, and they'd become good friends. And he's seen one I had out here, or two, because he come out, and he said, "I got one. I'll tell you what, I'll just give you," because they've been sitting there for years in the pasture, you know. And I thought, well, okay. So I went and got it, and it was like I say, it was a mess. Had blowed out tires, and it was, you know, horrible. My grandson, he's pretty good with a paint gun. He's painted several for me. It's a little dusty now, but this is West Texas, and you have dust.
Yes.
It's just part of it.
Now, what is the guy who gave it to you? What does he say when he sees it now?
Oh yeah, he drove it in the parade that day down here, and he drove it home. He was just tickled. I mean, as he could be. He just, yep, said, I'll take it home. I said, okay. It's still a lot of fun. They are, and really that's all it is fun, you know. And the tractor's not restored. It's just preserved.
Folks, don't touch that dial. You're not going to want to miss our feature item on the show today, this beautiful Case IH Magnum 235. It's a 2012 model, 1,621 hours.
Closed captioning is brought to you by BASF. Grow smart with BASF. We create chemistry.
Okay folks, time for our feature item on the show today, this really sharp 2012 Case IH Magnum 235, 1,621 hours on it. Now coming into the sale today, the average auction price on a Magnum 235, $83,100, and I've seen them as low as $62,100 and as high as $107,500.
That is out. 18,000. Take time to go down. 82.5 and down 5. We're back. Down 85,000. 85 go here. 30 go here. 82.50 pair. Down 5 to 85 here. 85. It's 85. 85 here. 85,000. I have 250. Take 5. 85,000. 85 to here. 85. 82. 55 to here. 85. 82.50. Take time to go to here. 82.55 here. 85. 85 down here. 85 here. There's a tractor there. It's entitled to make a little more money. 85,000, 85,000, 85,000, 82.50, now 5, 85, give me 83 and do it quick. 83,000, 83, now 4, now 84,000 Canada, get it 84, 84, so rows here, 83, now 4, 4 to go down to the 4, down to the 4 here, 4, 84,000, I ain't 4 to go down to the 4, down 4, 84, I have 83 on the 4, now 4, 84 pound dollar bill, 84 to be down to the 4 here to go to 84, it's 84 to be down to the 4 here to go to 84, 184 pound over the hand less than final, now 5, now 85,000, now 85,000 here, now 5, 4's on, now 5, now 4, take 5 to go to the 4 down, take 5, 84, take 5, on 5, 5 here, 5, 4's here, now 5 here to the 4 here, 5 here to the 5 here, 5 less than final, for running call, 84 down, now 5 here to the 4 here, 5 here to the 5 here, I have sold the tractor for 84,000, put on buyer number.
Well folks, you know the scoop on auctions. It's the same, always will be. Every sale, some stuff sells high, some stuff is a bargain. Now our feature item on the sale today, this 2012 Case IH Magnum 235, 1,621 hours, awesome condition, sells for $84,000. I think this was a really good buy given the condition. And honestly, probably a little statement on how we're feeling here in the ag economy late in 2019. Well, my good friends at the Steffes Group, an auction company I've been working with for 30 years now, had a really nice farm auction November 26 down in southwest Minnesota, where there's really sharp 1979 International 1086 with only 4,251 hours on it, sold for $21,250. Now the next day, Steffes on their Instagram account posted and said, folks, that's the highest 1086 we've ever sold. And it's one of the highest ones I've ever seen as well. In fact, the 10th highest in the last 20 years. Now if we pull back just a little bit and look at 1086 values, the current average auction price this year is $8,671, and it's actually up 13.4% over last year's average. Now that $21,250 price, that's the 10th highest last 20 years, it's also the third highest in just over the last 6 years. Now let's take a look at the only two ones that sold higher. Here's a picture of a 1977 model 1086 that amazingly had only 990 actual hours on it. It sold on a May 27th, 2019 farm auction in Sedalia, Missouri for $27,000. And from there we go to this 1979 model 1086 with 3,826 hours on it. It sold on a farm auction in Adkins, Iowa, December 17th, 2016, went for $24,750. Now what's the highest auction price I've seen on a 1086 the last 20 years? Well, here's a picture of it, folks. A 1979 model, 2,185 hours, one owner, sold on a farm auction in Northwest Ohio, August 20th of 2011, went for $29,000. Hey folks, thanks for joining us here in Tarkio, Missouri this week for the Farm Retirement Auction for Mike and Krista Murphy, longtime subscribers to our Machinery Pete auction price data. And tell you what, these red tractors, they had beautiful condition. I thought a pretty good buy in that Magnum 235, and I thought the hot seller on the sale today was that Puma 160 with a loader. Now tune in next week, who knows what bargains we might have for you. Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support. Sullivan Auctioneers. Let our team of professionals show you how to make your auction a success. Visit sullivanauctioneers.com.